Hey, it's Kevin, and yeah, I know it's late. It's been one of those days in the Ohio office, and it's just been kind of wet and kind of dreary today. Luckily, the temperature wasn't too bad, so it wasn't feeling totally fall-like. But I woke up with one of my killer sinus headaches in the morning, so ran downstairs and grabbed the trusty tea mug, and boy, I've been hitting the hot tea all day, and it got me thinking back to the days when I was young, when my mother first probably poured me my first cup of hot tea. She had I guess you'd say a ceramic teapot that was kind of glazed in a bronze casting. I bet she still has it today. And I'll never forget as a kid where she was a milk person, or not all the time, but a milk person in her tea, which I am today. But of course, only in certain teas. I love the orange Pekoe. And by the way, this is just a Lipton's canister that's got the Lipton's tea bags in it. I've had the canister for a bunch of years, but some days it's an orange Pekoe kind of day. And really, for 20 years, I was an orange Pekoe kind of guy. Then got into the whole Earl Grey, which I've actually found for me, Twinings is one of the best Earl Greys. And then switched into the Twinings breakfast tea, the English breakfast tea, which is a nice little black tea. Tazo, which I've become a big fan of Tazo teas, has a black tea. That's a good breakfast tea in the morning, or for any time for that matter. And you kind of, well, you change your tea. I have more boxes of Celestial seasoning tea than I think any human knows what to do with. I've probably got 20 boxes in my cabinet here. But of course, I am the true tea drinker because I've got my big Tazo bamboo tea cubby, tea cozy, tea holder with all sorts of tea in it. I actually, last year, when looking, you know how when you go to a Chinese restaurant and you love Chinese restaurant tea? You know how hard it is to find Chinese restaurant? I've tried everything under the sun. Finally found one that's close to what it is at a Chinese restaurant. I'm sure there's a secret to it. I actually went with the Bigelow. It's now called, it's changed names, the Chinese Fortune tea bag. Brew a pot of that and let it steep for a while, and that'll give you the good Chinese restaurant tea. But my all-time favorite tea, which I just discovered about a year ago, is Tazo's Organic Chai. If you've never had chai, and that'll get you addicted to chai lattes. But it's rainy days like these that remind me why I do love, no, not the character Mr. T, but why I love my hot tea. From the hot tea makers to the iced tea makers, I'm a tea guy. You know what? I think it's time to go back and have some more tea. Have a great night. Hopefully the weather improves where you are. I know we had rain in both the Nashville office and the Ohio office today, so no matter where I'd been, would have hit the rain. Have a good night. We'll chat with you tomorrow. See ya.